So, as an Android user, I have a lot to say about this phone right here, but we're gonna see some aspect in this video. Let's roll the intro. Hey, what's up? It's always me, Johnny, and today, as you already saw, we are gonna talk about this phone. This little phone is actually very mini, and the name is very accurate because, it is very small. I don't know if you've seen the unboxing. I can leave it right here if you want to check it out, and you can see that it is very small. And I don't have big hands, but this one, it's very small, and it's smaller than my hands. So as I said in my unboxing, all the new smartphones are going in the direction of getting bigger and bigger, but this one is going in the opposite direction actually. It's just for those bunch of users that don't want like a bigger phone. Maybe they don't want to bring around those bigger phones that now we have, and also it is difficult also to put it in your pockets. So if you are one of those users, you will enjoy for sure this iPhone 12 mini, because if you have like hard times to get your phone in your pockets, with this one, it will not even bother you at all in your pockets. It brings just the old form factor that phones had in the past, and this is a good thing. I think it should be a good thing to have like a mini size of every phone, because as my girlfriend just commented under my latest video, so the unboxing of this phone, so she thinks that every brand should make like a mini phone or a mini size of every phone that they make, because it could be very interesting. And I perfectly agree on that, because it could be interesting to have any mini size of every phone for every different users. Maybe you just have like small hands and you don't want to bring or to buy a bigger phone, so this one could be perfect. And so that was just a little bit of an intro on this phone, because this would be a first impression video. I will not do the same video as I do for every phone, every new phone that came out, because you already know this phone. It just came out like a month ago, so I'm not gonna review it, because you already saw pretty much every review on YouTube probably. So I'm gonna tell you just a few simple stuff, and then I'm gonna tell you my first impressions, because I always used some Android phones, so I'm not used at all to iOS. And so this video will be pretty much my first impressions and my first usage, if I can say that, on iOS devices. And I'm switching completely on this one as my daily and main device, so I can experience all the stuff of the iOS experience, we can say. So as you probably already know, this phone is pretty much decent. It hasn't like some top features, because it's actually, we can say, mediocre, but it's actually, we can say, good. We have like good display, we have good audio, it is stereo, and we have a good camera. It is coming with an high price, but in this small package, it is very good. We will talk about that later. And actually, one thing that does surprise me, it is the battery, because everyone is saying that the battery is garbage. It is not a top battery phone, because look at this, it is really small. It is the size of my finger, and the battery inside, it couldn't be like enormous. So it's good. If you use it with a normal usage during the day, it will last very long. I could do it like maybe 4 to 5.5 hours a day of screen time, and I think it's pretty good. For this size of a phone, I think it's a good result. I don't know about you, but it is very good. Of course, if you take like an iPhone 12, an iPhone 12 Pro and the Pro Max, they will last for sure longer, because they are double the size of this thing. Actually, I've used also with intense use like GPS for hours. and maybe some games, some media consuming, some social and stuff like that, and it lasts anyways like 4 hours, and I think it is pretty good. Then talking about other feature, I mean, it's an iPhone, you have pretty much everything that you have on a normal size iPhone, so like Face ID, good cameras and all the stuff like that, but you miss of course some cameras in the back if you compare it to the Pro and the Pro Max, but it does the job and it does it really well. So the main reason of this one, of course, it is the size and the portability. Of course, you will not have any feature of any other top phone, but I repeat, it does the job. And for most of users that buy this phone, I think they will be very satisfied actually. Then, because I don't want to make this video too long, I'm gonna talk about the camera system in another videos, and maybe I'm gonna compare it to other phones as I always do in my channel. So if you are interested to that, and actually I am interested to that because it will be very, very interesting. So if you haven't subscribed already, just consider doing it right now. And so you will be updated with every new videos, and actually you will not miss this one. Then, too much talking, let's talk about my first impression on this device and how an Android user just find himself using an iOS device. As an Android user, I can say that you have like many limitations, because of course in Android you can just customize pretty much anything, and if you don't like something you can just edit in some ways the settings, or maybe you just can customize everything pretty much. And in iOS, I mean, you cannot do it, and I can tell that it is getting better and better in time, because the last iPhone that I've used, it was the 5S, so it was a long ago actually, and it was less customizable than now. So now they took something from Android, and of course it is the way around, because Android is taking something from the iPhone. Just look at my Mi 11, because I think it has some iOS skin on it. I mean, the MIUI is actually a skin of iOS, so no flame on that. I'm not saying that one is better than another, so just gonna point that out. On this one, I mean, I had some limitation, as I was saying, because I'm not used to it, but I recognize that this is a good phone actually, especially if you are used to the iOS side, because it is pretty much predictable, we can say. I mean, you don't expect anything, and you don't expect also some bugs and some stuff like that. I mean, I found some, because there are some bugs. I mean, it's not perfect, but this is a normal thing, but it is working very good. I mean, the experience on the iOS, and also I've tried months ago the macOS experience. I mean, it's a smooth experience, because you don't have pretty much any problem, and as I said, it is predictable, because you will not find pretty much any problem in your experience. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. This is a good thing, but I miss the customizable side of a phone, of an electronic device. But this is just me, and actually apart that, I mean, for example, just one simple stuff, that is the screen. It is still in 60 Hz. And in my life, I'm just used since like a few years now to 120 Hz and more, because I also play a lot on my PC. So I'm just pretty much used to that refresh rate, and you still have 60 Hz on iPhone. And someone still says that the actual experience, it is very smooth, because the iOS experience, it is smooth, but having 120 Hz display and a smooth experience, it is not the same thing. I mean, you can feel the strain in your eyes. I mean, I did, because as I said, I'm very used to an eye refresh rate, so not used anymore to 60 Hz, and I could feel it just right out of the box. I mean, it could be like a personal thing, but if you consider buying one of these iPhones, just keep in mind that, because at least for me, it is a very, very important thing, because I just feel my eyes very tired just using this phone, and the fact that the screen, it is very small, it's not helping at all. But all of this apart, and all my personal experience apart, I can recognize the usage of this phone, and for me, it is actually a phone that like pushes you to work a lot more and maybe spend a lot less on the social media, and actually maybe if you want to see like a YouTube videos, I mean, you will not be that apt to watch a YouTube video on this screen. I mean, it's very small, and actually you have to consider that you have like black bars on the screen because here you have a big notch, of course. On the other side you will have a black bar, and so the actual visible size of your YouTube videos, for example, it is very small like this, and so it is not too comfortable watching videos and consuming like media in general on this phone. It is a phone that goes towards like the productivity side, and so it is a phone that it's actually working as a phone. I mean, nowadays you use the phone for everything, but the latest thing that you use a phone is for calling, and with this one it is much toward the productivity side. So you will use much more this phone to call maybe, and maybe just use it for we can say necessary things. So it is not your main device. I mean, you will not spend all your day on your phone, but with this one you will be more focused on your work, in my opinion. At least this is my impression and this is my experience on this phone. Also, one thing that I didn't mention that I actually like a lot about the iPhones in general, it is the switch on the side. I mean, I don't know why. I did tell this thing also on my OnePlus video, because OnePlus also has a physical switch on the side, and I don't know why any other phone doesn't make a switch like that. It is very, very useful, and it is super convenient to use. So I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite feature on the iPhone. Then for now, I think I will end this video here, and we will talk more about this phone in the next videos for sure, because it is very interesting. I am now using it for a few days, so this was just my very fresh first impressions. So I did this video, and as I said, I will do more videos on this because it is a very interesting product. And of course I will do the comparison camera videos. That probably would be the most interesting one, so make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. So I'm ending this video right now because it's a little bit longer than I expected, so not gonna bother you anymore with my stuff, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, just leave a like down below. Remember to subscribe to support this channel, and let me know if you want to know anything about this phone down below in the comments, because if you have some good ideas, you can be just featured, we can say, in the next videos. So let me know down below in the comments. And I think for now that's it. So I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.